views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Stay in your lane. What we said, stay in your lane. It's a new day, it's a new hair, it's a new term, season 3, welcome. And we chasing all those gold, mind our business in our lane. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God. Welcome to a new season, season 3, episode 1. Can you believe it? We made 1 year. Like, guys, our anniversary is coming up and I have to do it big. But welcome to my podcast. It's the Stay in Your Lane podcast. I'm your host, Samanta Harmond. How are you guys doing today? And as we said, wagwan. So as you already know, my podcast here at Stay in Your Lane, we keep it airy, but our goal is to inspire and motivate others, right? In helping them to find their lane and find out how they're staying in their lane. And that's how we do it. Be yourself and focus on what we have to do and our goals. But I have to say, guys, I'm feeling amazing. This is going to be like my first, I would say I record today. I did an interview. That was so unexpected. Love it. But I wanted this to be like my introduction, like my first interview, my first recording that goes out there just to set the tone and everything of how the remaining season is going to be for the fourth quarter, because guys, we're finally here. So this is not going to be too long. You understand? It's going to be very short, but let's do a recap. Can you believe that we are in quarter 4 already? 2025 quarter 4. Look to yourself or ask yourself, look to your neighbor if you're beside somebody. Or if you're alone, ask yourself, I can't believe it's quarter 4. I made it. Or ask yourself, have I accomplished all my goals for quarter 1, 2, and 3? That's a great thing. Or maybe ask yourself or ask your neighbor, how are you feeling for the last 4 months that remaining in the year? Are you excited? How are you keeping up? Because listen to me, one thing I know. If 1, 2, and 3 didn't work out for you, just know that 4 is gonna be the glue. Let's cheer to that. Yes. Don't let no one swerve in your lane. If you've been swerving, come right back in your lane. Nothing is wrong if you swerve out to try something new. It's a part of finding your lane. What does stay in your lane mean to you? It could mean something different from everybody. So don't focus on no one. We're not focusing on no locus. Let's take this last 4 months and let's lock in on yourself, your goals, families, whatever is important to you, to make sure that this next 4 quarter is out, like you get it done. Because listen, it's not over. You still got a chance. You still do. So if you're out there beating yourself up, let's not do that. Stay in your lane. What we said, stay But guys, I have to say, I'm back in school. It's the fall semester, and this was going to be my last semester, but I've extended it to 2 semesters because, I'm going to be a class of 2026. Look at that. Oh my God, I'm so excited for that. But there has been a shift in my energy, my mindset, my aurora, and just the way I'm thinking. And it's that last semester I was stressing myself out so much. I ended up changing my major like right in the middle of the semester in spring. So it pushed me all the way back. I was supposed to graduate with class of 2025, but because of changing my major, it pushed me back. I ended up panicking. Then I end up taking on 7 classes. I was doing 23 credits, which is like the highest. That's crazy. I used up like all my little student loan that I got, everything I used up. I can't believe it. But you want to know what? When I look back, I'm like, wow, I made it. I did it. And I have to say, like, one thing I've learned is it doesn't matter. Don't rush anything that you're doing, because it's going to cut up back to you, or you're going to get that moment where you look back into yourself and relax and you're like, why was I rushing this? Why was I putting on the extra stress on myself? Why was I creating this anxiety? Why was I doing that? And I think that reality check hit me because I had to look back into myself coming on for this semester. The entire summer, of course, I didn't do no class for this summer because all my majors, they don't do them in the summer. So I had the summer off to reflect, to try new things. What did you guys do for summer? I would love to know. Drop it in the comment section. How was your summer? Because summer, August came and zoop, it just like went by. To me, I feel like summer is June and July. Once August come, just prepare for, fall is right around the corner. And that's what it gave for me. But I had to reflect. I had a lot. I enjoyed summer. I would say I mostly enjoyed the last part of summer. I went to, spend a little vacation, a little mini vacation. It was amazing. And I had a good time. I had a time to just unplug, to just like breathe, like, let's take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Just like breathe, just listen, just be back in tune with myself, not think about work, not think about anything that's going on in my life. Just like enjoy the time and the company that I was around. And it's not very often that I do that because I'm a woman like this. I don't like to feel like I'm not doing any work. I don't like to feel like I'm not doing anything. It's like I get this paranoia. I get this anxiety like, oh no, Samantha, you're being lazy. Like you need to do something. And I feel like America is what brought that up on me because being in Jamaica, living in Jamaica, you could not even be working and it feels like you're living your best life in Jamaica. Listen, you could be without a job, not going to school. You're just home watching TV. You go visit a friend here and there, and you even going out. Where do you get the money from? Maybe out of your bank account, maybe from a friend. I don't know, from a sugar baby, daddy, mama, you know what? But you get the drift of what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, living life in Jamaica and don't have no money, you don't feel that stress. And some might say to you, some might say that doesn't go for me. Maybe to where you lived. I mean, I had bills to pay when I was in Jamaica. I had to pay rent, but at the time my mom was paying it until I took over when I finally got a job from high school because I came to America very early at the age of 20. But my point I'm trying to make is living into Jamaica, you could be broke. You could be careless and you still enjoying life. You could not have no 1,000, no 100 in the bank account. You could have maybe like $10 US dollar in Jamaica. That's like $1,000. And you still go to the river. You still bouncing music and you just still living up and you still feel like you're just full of life and you're just not stressing so much about, oh my God, when is going to be my next paycheck? Oh my God, I don't have a job. Oh my God, I need to work. You understand? So it's just that feeling of not being so stressed. But here in America, if you're not working, if you're not, if you haven't found a lane and you just busybody everywhere or not doing anything at all, you feel like you're worthless. You feel like you're not doing anything. You feel like you're not making your parents, your friend, your surrounding, your circle. You feel like you're not contributing to nothing at all because you're just at home, just staying there, laying down, and just being lazy, and it makes you feel like you are nothing to society. And I just feel like America is what bring that stress on you, and it makes you feel guilty. Even when you when you do have a job and you do take a time for yourself, or even a day off, it makes you, and you're not doing anything. It's like a shockwave to your body. It's like, oh my God, I need to do something. Oh my God, I feel non-productive. Oh my God, no, I don't feel good. It makes you feel guilty for spending time with yourself, your family, your friend. Just want to get back in tune with yourself, your body. Just feel like you don't want to do anything. It makes you feel guilty. And I'm guilty of that, to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm definitely guilty of that. Because I remember last year when I just, my job, I took the whole time off. They gave me the whole semester last year and they said I could come back January. I end up was just focusing on school only, and I end up didn't even go back and stuff. And I felt like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? I'm so used to working. I'm so used to working. I felt like I was not doing anything. I felt non-productive. I felt stressed, this extra stress on that I brought on myself. And I think that's America. And I need you all to understand that it's okay if you don't have a job right now. Just spend time with yourself and just make sure that your mental health is good. So when you do have a job, you're prepared for it. You're healthy. You're not, about to just give yourself and drown. Of course, bills is there to pay, so you're going to make a way. But I just believe that take your time, find your lane, do what you need to do. But most importantly, don't feel guilty for spending time and not doing anything other than work. Because I'm definitely guilty of that. But that was my little ramble because I really had to say that to you guys. So yes, the summer for me was very good, and I have a big announcement to let you guys know next week. I will let you know. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, what is it? But yes, I've been slowly and surely getting back in my groove, finding myself, my purpose, not being afraid this time around of putting myself out there. Before, with things that I have going on in my life or things that I have coming up, I would shrunk myself and I would be afraid to tell people, advertise it, let people know, wait till last minute, don't even post it, don't even talk about it. But this time around, I'm like, I used to be a girl with no fear. I don't have no fear with anything. I never care about what no one want to say about me. And I think it's because of trauma and people that have hurt me, and I let a little dirty water comes in my clean water, and then it just dirty up all the water and got in my mind, and every single thing kind of made me question myself. And it's like, this is the reason why we have to create healthy boundaries and stand in our truth and know who we are, so nobody else can come and try to redefine us and tell us who we are. And I'm guilty of that. I'll definitely tell you that. Hurt make me question myself and who I was. And trauma after accident, PTSD and all that made me question myself. And this time around, I'm like, this is me. This is who I am. Take me or leave me. At the end of the day, I know that I walked this hurt and I came here and I lived the life that God actually brought me through and stood by me through. But I'm going to make my mark on this earth. I'm going to leave. You're going to know my name. But most importantly, I know who I am. I believe in myself. And I'm going to do things even when I'm scared. Even when I'm not waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time. No more. None of that. There's no perfect time. You create that by doing it with mistakes. So believe in yourself as always, And that's how this podcast had started. As you guys, if you don't know, for all my new listeners, go to SLAOESSEX on YouTube, search for the playlist. It's going to be right there. Go and playlist Stay in Your Lane. Go back down to episode 1, season 1. And you see how this podcast started. It started scared. Or go to my my Instagram page, the easiest way to find the list. It's in the bio, and click on the link. Instagram is Stay in Your Lane, all together, one word, _podcast. And follow and click on the bio. You understand? And that's so you know when there's a new episode drop. I'm back active. I haven't posted a minute on there, but we are back because we have to continue growing this community and create this community. And let me tell you guys, there's a lot of time I get demotivated, but what I know is if you wait on mood, you would never do anything. You have to do things when you're not in the mood, because when mood take over, your dreams get slower. So just do it. And that's my motto for the fourth quarter. I want to let you guys know for this podcast, I always overthink it. Stay in your lane. I do have something golden in my hand right now. I can make big things with this podcast on campus, on Essex County campus, and off campus. The vision, the mission. The mission is there to inspire, motivate. The vision is bigger than ever to take it to different level. Go in school, talk to the youth, talk to even older people, motivate others, get people to come on to the show, to share their story, their voice, express. Like, I have that aurora, and I know that. I have that where I let people sit right here on the mic, and we have a great conversation. And you can share your story. You understand? Motivate others. You understand? And that's the space. The vision and the mission is there. And I had to re-believe in myself and what I have here, because I tend to be a person. Let me slow down and think. I'm maybe talking too fast. I tend to be a person where I start a lot of things, and then I start and then I don't finish, and then I beat myself up, and then I move on to the next thing. So it's like I'm a woman of all trade, right? But you can be a woman of all trade. That is so good. But the key is whatever you start, just make sure you finish it. You understand, before you move to the next thing. And that's something I'm holding myself to. This podcast here, this for the fourth quarter that we have here, it's going to be one of the best. You understand? I'm going to do it. I'm going to promote. One of the goals that I have in mind is to get my little mic. I already purchased this little tiny mic. I just need a camera person to walk around with me on campus here, interview people like, how are you doing? How is the school here? Or even overall, how are you staying in your lane? How would you say you're doing that? What does stay in your lane mean to you? Motivation, discipline, which one do you choose? Which one is on top of your list? Like, make it entertaining, but also empowering. You understand? Because I need these young people. Some of them need that motivation behind them. And I was once one of those person. Of course, I have people that would tell me things, but sometimes, when you don't resonate, or sometimes, when you just don't want to listen because something hasn't sparked you. And I was one of those persons. So I know every little person need a little motivation, somebody that they can really inspire them in certain ways. Sometimes it's what you say may inspire a person. Sometimes it's the things that you do may inspire a person. You never know. But even if you inspire one person, then that's good. You understand? Because that's what life is about. You understand? Really, that's what life is about. Doing things that you love, but also making an impact on other person, and that's purpose. I believe life without purpose is like living in a shallow grave. That sounds very blunt. Oh my God. But you get what I'm saying. What's life without purpose? And I've been trying to find my purpose. What's your purpose? I think that's something that all of us trying to find. And I think that starts from trying to cultivate what's your lane. What you love to do and different thing like that. So I'm very excited. I'm in a better mind frame this time around, guys. I'm taking 3 classes this semester, not overbearing myself. I have other things that I'm doing. I'm not where I want to be, but I know where I'm going, one step at a time. And I'm believing in myself more and more. I'm believing in things that I'm doing these days. And I'm doing things scared with no fear, no more. Not caring what no one want to say. You understand? But go out there. Whatever you're thinking about, whatever project you have, that business, that dream, that goal, that school, that whatever it is that you want to do, that person that you want to call, you want to have a conversation with, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it may make you feel better. And for this quarter, we definitely gonna not only stay in our lane, but inspired others. You understand? Because we're not killing up ourselves. We're not beating up ourselves. Quarter 1, 2, and 3 already gone. You can't do nothing at all about it. But what you can definitely do is change quarter 4. And that's what I want you to focus on. Don't focus on the noise. Blocked it out. Same as when you're driving. Don't focus on the traffic. I mean, you have to focus on the traffic. Let me rephrase that. When you're driving, you have to focus on the car that's in front of you, right? Because you want to make sure that you don't crash. But sometimes you become so unfocused where you're looking behind you. Why are you looking behind you? Like you're in a straight lane, you're looking behind you. Okay. Sometimes you're in your lane and then you're looking at the next person beside you. Why? Not realizing what's in front of you. Like you need to move, you need to go. And then what happened? You end up crash. Don't do that. But yes, I just come on real quick just to let you guys know that your girl is here. We're back. We're interviewing. And just know that it's going to be the same thing. So I'm trying to do something on campus. So I'm trying to come up with something. It's, as you know, Domestic and Sexual Awareness Month is in October. I'm trying to come up with something that is going to, for people that has been through, those kind of issues. I'm trying to create a safe space, a safe panel. Of course, it's not something that's going to be public, but it's something where you can come and share your voice, your story, and have a safe place right there where I can motivate others. Because I know for the school year, there may be other people that went through stuff. They're still battling it up and maybe need to free their mind. Some people need support system. You understand? I'm a person that I'm a victim of sexual assault. So I know me in my early 30s has really inspired me to really find my voice and own back my power. Own your power. So I'm finding a name this weekend. I'm going to work on it. And then the next segment of the show is going to be that's just one thing that I want. But also for the show itself, differently from my personal motivational talk that I'm going to have a section where it's called the motivational space or the guest impact. I'm going to come with a name and give you guys, but it's where guests going to come on and make their impact and sharing their story. Student come on, especially here in campus, others out there, whichever. I do have a guest of lined up, but I'm planning to take this thing for the remaining of the semester to a next level. If you feel what I'm saying, like a next level. So for anyone out there that wanna be a part of my podcast, you can reach me at sharman@email.essex.edu, or you can DM me on Instagram at stayinyourlane_podcast. Let me know, or you can, even if you're on campus and you want to come on here, you can always come over to the Dasha. That's the student life and activity. I speak to Miss Catlin, Mr. Graham, ask for Joe. He's the head. And let them know there's a podcast called Stay in Your Lane. I want to get contact with her. I want to be on her show. Or if you have a voice and you know you have something to talk about and you want to have your own podcast, you can also come on and be a part of the podcast club. You understand? I'm the president for the podcast club. Come over here, be a part of the podcast club. We're looking to do big things this semester. And let's talk, inspire. Listen to me. It's only take, here we say one voice, one sound, one band. Even if it's one person, listen to what you're saying. It's someone, and that person can share to somebody else, and it go on and on and on. You don't have to have thousands of views. Don't look at the view. Just make sure your message is going out there. Because one thing I know, your word live on forever, and just believe in that. What you do today, there may not be a lot of eyes, but you never know in the next few months, a year or two, it may reach a different masses and you get blew up, that you never know. Martin Luther King, his voice lived on and on and on, right? All our Black amazing pioneers, their voices that passed away, their voices and the foundation that they have built and impact that they have left on this earth, on the culture, it still resonates to today. So you can be that person. So if you have a voice out there, don't be afraid. Just come over here. Let us know where do you want to start from. You can come on my show because I do great interview. It's like a little therapeutic fun session. Transition if you want to have your own show too. You understand? But the role is to inspire. So quarter strong, pouring through, right? So this is the momentum quarter. You understand? All right, guys, so I'm about to end. I want to say thank you, guys. I'm excited to actually, be here. So thank you for joining me on this journey. This space is all about inspiring, consistency, resilience, and growth. One quarter at a time. We're in quarter 4. Remember, though, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens when we commit day after day. All right. So your story, your wisdom, and your voice would help someone push through. You understand? So for this the remaining 90 days, last 4 quarters, let's keep going. And that's what I hope to do for the remainder of the semester. For all my new students, welcome to fall semester. Together, we're proving that staying the course creates real change, and we're going to make it to the end of class of 2025. You understand? So stick to it, stick to the script, and believe in yourself, and don't drop out. And that's for all my new students. I'm an existing one that is here. We have 2 more semesters to go, and we got this. All right. So I want to say thank you so much again for being here. And as I always say, seek the kingdom, and all that you wish for will be granted to you. Doesn't matter how many years that you lose, God will always give it back to you. Just keep focused, keep strong, believe in yourself. And if you fall down, make sure to get back up. All right. And know that you got to have you first. And protect self, because without self, there's nothing that you can give anyone else. So pour in your cup, make sure that God is in it, in everything that you do, before you can pour in somebody else. But never leave yourself dry, because then you have nothing else to give. Start unknown, finish unforgettable. I'm your girl, Samanta Harmond. Check out my Instagram at Samanta_Harmond, or check out my podcast page at Stay in Your Lane, all 1 letters _podcast, or check us out on Spotify at SLAOESSEX, and search for the Stay in Your Lane podcast on YouTube. Love you guys. I'm your host, as I said. Stay in your lane. What we said, stay in your lane. What we said, ready, set, goes. Ready, set, goes. Your girl is back with another set. Let's get it, let's go. Love you guys. Bye.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.